Good day everyone, I'm Evan Raj, son of Ramesh from 2SMJC and I'm here to explain you about rule of third. So what is rule of third? Rule of third is one of the most important rules of composition while taking a photograph or recording a video. The rule of thirds involves mentally dividing up your image using two horizontal lines and two vertical lines, which eventually gives you 9 equal grids and 4 intersecting points. And then you have to position the important elements in your scene along those lines or at the points where they meet, which is also called intersecting points. An off-center composition is more pleasing to the eye and looks more natural than one where the subject is placed right in the middle of the frame, which means if you place your subject on one of those four intersecting lines, it will give you a more attractive photograph or attractive video. Next, it encourages you to make creative use of negative space, which are the empty areas around your subject. As I mentioned before, you have to imagine two vertical lines and two horizontal lines forming 9 equal grids and 4 intersecting points. So you have to place your subject at one of these intersecting points to make your picture more attractive. It will give your subject or your picture a more dynamic view which draws more attention of the viewers into your picture or your video. Next, I would like to explain you about how to use rule of third. Rule of third is one of the easiest rules to implement, but at the same time, it requires more thinking skills on where to place your subject to make your photograph or video look more creative and attractive. So, how to use rule of third? As I mentioned before, you have to imagine two horizontal lines and two vertical lines forming four intersection points. When framing a photo, imagine the scene divided up along the grid lines. And then think about what elements of the photo are most important and try to position them at or near the lines and intersections of the grid. Some cameras, sorry, some cameras which have LCD screens on it have a setting which overlays a rule of third grids onto your photo. This removes all guesswork and helps you get your positioning even more accurate. By this way, you don't have to imagine those grid lines which makes your work more easier and to get your positioning even more accurate. To give you a better view on where to place your subject, here are some elements that you need to consider. If you imagine those grid lines, the subject is placed on the two intersecting points on the right, and the subject's eyes are the focal point. By this, it creates a more dynamic view to the photograph, which draws more attention of the viewer. Next, there must be headroom, which means the distance between the top of the subject and the top edge of the screen. The distance between the subject's eye and the edge of the screen means looking room, which is also important to create a more dynamic view in your photograph or video. In order to make your picture more attractive, your background should not be too distracting as it will draw the viewer's eyes from the subject. By considering all of these four elements, your picture will look more attractive and creative. Next, I would like to show you some examples of photographs in which rule of third is applied. As you can see, the subject is placed on the grid lines and two intersecting points, and there is headroom and also there is looking room, which makes this picture more creative and attractive. The same concept applies for the next two examples. I'm pretty sure that these three examples prove that rule of third is very important to make a photograph or video look more attractive in order to draw viewers' attention into the subject. That is all for rule of third. Thank you.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. I am Nolan Manager Video Magazine. So, after rule of third, then I will continue with explanation about camera height. Camera height, there are a lot of people miss out, don't get it, and not paying attention. And I love about this little fix that I'm going to focus on is that it is so easy, so quick, anybody can do it. So just pay attention and understanding where camera height works. So here we have three types of camera height. First we have high angle. Second we have low angle, and third we have eye level. So I will give an explanation to you about these three types of camera height. But first, right here, take a look at the shoot and look at where the camera is. If you had to guess the height of the camera compared to the Superman standing there, the camera is not at his eye level. Not is at his eye level. It's not at his shoes level. It is probably down to his kneecap. Kneecap. If he walked up to the camera until he hit it, his knees would probably hit the camera. So, if you want to understand more about this shoot of the Superman, you need to. I will give you explanation about three types of camera height. There is high, low angle, and eye level. And then we will understand about this shoot. Okay, first high angle. So, high angle shoot is a technique where the camera looks down on the character or subject for the elevated perspective. So, uh, high angle shot, high angle shoot can make the character appear powerless and weak. So, you can uh, uh, why use a high angle shot? You can show someone who has no power in this situation and conveys insignification. Uh, Lighting and cinematography drastically affect the mood presented by the high angle. So, let's start with Dobby in Harry Potter series. We almost always frame Dobby with a high angle shoot in a dim light. Not only we are trying to show size of the house elf, but we are also trying to define how the world looks, act, and treats the house elf. So yeah, the as you can see, Dobby look like a powerless uh, character subject in here because we are using a high angle. So second, I will explain to you about low angle. Low angle is also known as a eye view, and in this still is used to show that the power of the character. The camera bring below the character, make him the character, the subject, look bigger and shows he is dominate dominate the situation. So as you can see, Batman in here, like he is the powerful and strong person that can control the environment, the situation in there. As you can see in here, like he can control the wine, the everything in there. So like he look like a powerful character subject in there. So third and last, I will explain to you about eye level. Eye level angle or shoot is the most common shoot. Yeah, it's a common shoot. Uh, as us in our daily life, if we want to take a shoot, uh, take a photo of our friends or our friends, take a photo of me or ourselves, then we'll simply hold the camera and just 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 take the photo at a eye level, like this just 1 2 3 and shoot and take a photo and then like that. But um, like that lah. This the common shoot. The camera is positioned so the subject can look direct into the lens without moving his eyes up or down. Whether or not the subject actually look into the lens, it is considered to be emotionally natural and is the best use for straight factual presentation. And eye level shoot is when the camera is right up to the person's face, like here. Uh, he take a shoot direct straight into the face. This to show a person's face reaction or an expression of someone who has most likely heard some horrible news, so that the audience and the viewers can 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 take a part in this shoot because they can feel the character, the subject of the character in here because we if we use eye level, the audience will will feel the the reaction, the expression, the feelings of the character. So if you got the conclusion, if you see in here, high high angle you will high angle shape will take that power away and make the image will be small, and low angle will low, low angle shoot that give power to the character, make the subject, the character feel more stronger and big. The image will be big and subject will be up to the shoot to the environment, so that what angle will give a powerful shoot. And most of the superheroes film movie will take this shoot of low angle because they want to give a strong, the bigger, the stronger, the powerful of the superheroes, so that the audience will see, oh, the superhero is a powerful character. He has the character, yeah, so that the movies will be more interesting and great. So here eye level is will make the audience take a part of the in the movie uh, to know the feeling of the character, like if the character is sad, so the the audience will feel the same way, will have a sad feeling, and it's a good it's a good way to present the movies, the film, to make this the perfect way, because if we have three type of this camera height, we will have a perfect movies and film. Yeah, we will create a perfect film. That's all about camera height. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum dan selamat sejahtera. Saya Muhammad Haris Izzuddin bin Azhar daripada 2 SMJC. Hari ini saya akan terangkan tentang leading lines dalam sinematografi dan videografi. Okey, apa itu leading line? Leading line is an image composition technique that feature lines shape, which is simply a leading line that direct the viewer to a specific part of an image yang menunjukkan satu arah untuk untuk kita lihat dalam suatu gambar apa yang kita nak fokuskan di dalam gambar itu, seperti line di sini. Ini adalah satu contoh leading line. Leading line can be a part of a road, a fence, or a part of a building. Leading line can be a physical leading line, which is like a part of a road, a fence, or part of a building, which is in contrast. Leading line mungkin tak ada physically, which kita boleh infer as a gaze, a shadow that's created by something. Leading line juga boleh terbentuk seperti uh, a line of shadow that's created by a bright light in a photo shoot, which can be conveyed as leading lines. Leading line boleh digunakan sebagai, terdapat banyak teknik untuk digunakan sebagai leading line, which is untuk kita tunjukkan arah, direction, depth, untuk explore the whole scenes in the image, and a slight change of mood. Contoh untuk direction, kita boleh lihat di sini. Sini adalah leading line, sini adalah leading line yang menunjukkan ke arah lighthouse ini ataupun jabatan ini. Ikut kepada apa yang kita nak highlightkan, mungkin kita boleh sharpkan gambar tersebut. Untuk bahagian direction, kita boleh lihat tumpuan kita tertumpu kepada lighthouse ini, which is the composition of this all of this leading line menunjukkan ke arah lighthouse. So itu yang kita mahu, untuk leading line digunakan sebagai direction atau arah tunjuk apa yang kita nak fokuskan. Okey, untuk bahagian depth, leading line juga boleh digunakan untuk menunjukkan sesuatu a sense of depth in a picture, on an image, and distance between the foreground and the background. Untuk bahagian explore the scenes, kita dapat lihat di sini adalah leading line yang menunjukkan ke arah bukit ini, yang kita boleh gunakan sebagai titik fokus kita, nak kita fokuskan sebagai main image kita, which this leading line can be used as explore the scenes, since leading line ni menunjukkan ke arah laut dan tebing bukit ini. Leading line seperti ini juga membuatkan kita melihat kepada seluruh image ini, since mata kita akan tertumpu kepada leading line ini, dan daripada sini kita akan lihat semua ini. Bila sampai ke atas ni, kita akan lihat untuk yang bahagian background. Nak fokuskan sini ataupun sini, okay, kita juga boleh menggunakan leading line sebagai a change of mood, which can be conveyed as, sini kita boleh lihat terdapat tapak kaki. Ini akan menunjukkan bahawa gambar ini tidak statik ataupun mempunyai pergerakan. Untuk bahagian leading line, ini adalah leading line secara horizontal. Mostly kita akan lihat leading line daripada bawah sampai ke atas, tapi gambar ini kita lihat leading line-nya daripada kiri ke kanan.
Okay, tadi kita dah belajar rule of third, camera height dan juga leading line. Untuk kali ini pula kita akan belajar depth. Apa itu depth? Saya akan menggunakan in terms of photography, depth of field. Depth of field ni kita boleh definisikan sebagai jarak di antara objek yang paling dekat dan juga objek yang paling jauh, di mana salah satu objek dekat yang jauh tu dia akan jadi lebih sharp ataupun fokus. Untuk kali ni saya akan explain lebih lanjut lagi macam mana cara penggunaan depth tu, apa itu depth tu, macam mana kita nak buat tu. Depth terbagi kepada dua, which is foreground dan juga background. Foreground dekat depan, manakala background adalah dekat belakang. Kita juga boleh gunakan kontras sebagai satu advantage untuk kita punya foreground. Contoh, foreground yang gelap, kita boleh help untuk fokuskan kepada kita punya main point of interest tu, dan juga kita boleh lead viewer fokus kepada gambar tu saja, subjek yang kita nak tu lah. Okay. Sebagai contoh, bila kita punya foreground kita tu gelap, and then kita punya main point of interest tu terang ataupun rich colour, kita juga boleh draw viewers attention. So kiranya orang akan lebih fokus pada benda yang terang kan, takkan fokus pada benda yang gelap, betul tak? Tapi keep in mind juga, kalau kita guna kontras yang terlalu tinggi untuk kita punya foreground, dia akan create overpowering lah, dia akan overshadow kita punya subjek tu.
banyak benda kita perlu titik beratkan supaya kita punya foreground tu tak distract kita punya subjek tu. Sebagai contoh, kita boleh guna apa tu, orang kan sekarang kan guna bokeh kan. So bokeh tu kiranya macam dia blur kita punya foreground and kita punya frame subjek tu akan jadi shallow. Shallow depth of field lah, itu dinamakan sebagai bokeh. So kita boleh tengok foreground tu blur, kita boleh nampak dengan jelas lah subjek tu. Okay, sekarang kita akan discuss pasal background. Apa itu background? Okay, background bukan backdrop yang ada dekat studio kat belakang tu yang kita gantung tu, bukan. Okay, kunci untuk kita mendapatkan background yang sangat cantik adalah kita tidak seharusnya fokus kepada subjek semata-mata. At least we have to pay attention on what's going on at our background. Bila kita guna background ni, we have to be very very careful on choosing what is our background. Always check again. If you are not happy with your background, maybe like you can change your viewpoint. In which bila kita change kita punya viewpoint, kita akan dapat different perspective on the scene itself. Sebagai contoh, kita boleh tukar kita punya angle daripada kita boleh ambil contoh angle kat bawah ke, angle daripada kita punya waist ke. So maybe kita punya changing of viewpoint tu akan create lebih more and more enhance of the background itself. Okay, saya nak tambah point lagi, especially dekat kita punya background ni lah. Okay, kalau boleh bila kita buat satu video tu, tak vlog ke apa ke, macam depan macam ni lah, kalau boleh kita seharusnya elakkan daripada ada benda yang tak sepatutnya dekat dalam kita punya frame tu. Sebagai contoh, saya tengah bercakap dengan viewer sekarang ni, contoh kat belakang saya ni macam ada tong gas ke, tiba-tiba ada mak lampir, photobomb ke, kita tak nak macam tu. Kalau boleh kita akan pilih background yang kosong, yang orang akan fokus kepada kita saja semata-mata. Kita tak nak lah ada benda yang yang menyakitkan mata kita bila kita tengok satu video tu. Tak kisah kita tengok mukbang ke. Contoh kita tengok mukbang kan, lepas tu dah tengok orang tu sedap-sedap makan ni pun kat belakang tu ada member tengah main badminton ke apa. Tak seronok lah macam tu. So kalau boleh kita kena pilih background yang cantik, yang plain ke apa ke, tak kisah, as long as viewers akan lebih tertempu kepada kita saja. Okay, baiklah. Sekarang I akan tunjuk macam mana penggunaan foreground dan juga background ni diorang gunakan dekat dalam vlog diorang. Sebagai contoh, saya akan gunakan video klip daripada YouTuber ni, Erna Limdo. Saya sangat suka dengan kerja dia, memang sangat cantik, editing dia nice. Dan kita akan tengok macam mana dia guna foreground dengan background ni. Ada salah satu klip dia lah yang saya akan tunjukkan semua. Okay, play. Kalau kita tengok yang macam tadi kan dia fokuskan dekat handphone dia kan. Handphone dia ni foreground, belakang ni background. Dia blurkan kat belakang dia ni. Contoh dia macam blurkan dia punya bantal ni. Kat depan dia fokuskan kat dia punya handphone tu. Itu adalah contoh foreground dengan background. Dia blurkan kat belakang, background. Dia tak blur kat depan ni. Dia sharpkan lah. Untuk ini kat belakang ni macam ada barang-barang sikit kan. So foreground dengan background, contoh dia. Untuk ini kita boleh tengok dia fokuskan kat cawan dia saja. Kat belakang ni dia blur kan. Kat belakang ni dia tengah reply email ke apa ke. Itu adalah salah satu contoh. Contoh yang seterusnya adalah tadi kita tengok kat videografi kan, kali ni kita tengok pula dekat fotografi. Okay, sebagai contoh akak ni, gambar ni lah. Akak ni belakang ni adalah background, manakala depan ni adalah foreground. Dia sharpkan yang akak kat muka akak ni. Lepas tu dia blurkan kat belakang ni. Foreground, background kat belakang, foreground kat depan. Wah, cantik. Lepas tu dia blurkan sikit rambut-rambut dia ni. Cantik. I rasa masa kita tengok gambar ni pun kita akan fokus kat muka dia. Bertindik-tindik bibir dia. Dan gambar yang seterusnya sunset. Macam saya cakap, tak apalah. Yang ni. Yang ni pula foreground, background. Foreground dia adalah bunga-bunga yang kat depan ni. Background ni akak dia lah. Nampak dia. Tapi kali ni dia background ni dia sharp kan. Manakala kat foreground yang depan ni dia blur kan. Kita tak nak tengok bunga kan. Kita nak tengok akak ni. Akak ni cantik. Kan. Gambar ni pun sama. Kira macam dia guna dark element untuk dia punya foreground. Manakala background ni dia guna macam light sikit lah. Tapi kita akan fokus kat pokok ni kan. Dia macam kontras. Macam saya cakap tadi. Kontras ni memainkan peranan yang penting untuk kat mana kita nak siapkan lagi. Sama ada foreground ataupun background. Macam saya cakap ni sunset. Sunset view ni memang contoh yang baik lah. Kita akan tengok dekat dia punya light colours kan. Kita akan attract semua dekat light colours tu. Belakang-belakang ni background dia ni ada macam apa orang kata saya pun tak pasti benda kat belakang ni. Tapi itu salah satu contoh foreground dan juga background. And then gambar yang seterusnya adalah akak ni. Akak ni berada dekat tengah-tengah line symmetry. And then belakang ni ada background dia. Dia blurkan dekat belakang background ni. And then dia sharpkan kat akak ni. Lawa akak ni kan. So, kita akan tengok foreground dia tu sharp. Background dia tu ada blur kan. Sebagai contoh lah. Belakang dia ada pokok. Dia fokuskan kat tree at the background. Cantik. Itu saja.
Hello, good evening. My name is Haris Rockman, and today I'm going to continue with the topic symmetry. So, symmetry and patterns. Symmetry is essentially where an image can be divided in half and be visually similar or similarly weighted. Patterns refer to an element within the image that is repetitive, tones, colors, shape, lines, and forms, for example. This is defined by Gale Powers, 2018. So, moving on. Okay, moving on. Let's start with the obvious. Symmetry in design refers to the arrangement of the elements on a page that are equal to each other on both sides. You can think of a butterfly, a circle, a square, a triangle, or a rectangle. If you fold any of those forms down the center, each side will be equal in size and shape to its opposite side. This is referred to as bilateral symmetry, which is the first types of symmetry. The face, the human face, as well as the rest of the human body is usually symmetrical as well. If you draw a line down the middle of a typical human face, you will find that if you were able to fold that image, the eyes will line up as well as the ears, both half of the nose and the mouth. There are other types of symmetry as well. You can observe symmetry in unexpected places. You can even find symmetry in circular design. Radial symmetry is when an object is rotated around a circle in equidistant increments. In other words, when something is rotated around a circle to form a symmetrical design. The example shown shows a square that has been rotated around a circle in 20 degrees increments. The result is a circular pattern that is symmetrical. And the last one would be transitional symmetry. Transitional symmetry doesn't mean that the object have to be all in the same size. In the example shown below, the squares move from the background to the foreground and gets bigger as they get closer. This implies motion and movement. Um, yeah, thank you. So the last slide shows a few examples of bilateral symmetry that are available in this world. Thank you.